Well, I'm going to talk a little bit about virtue. And I don't really want to talk about my sense of virtue or your sense of virtue. I want to just talk about virtue in a general sense. Like, what does it mean to feel good about yourself and who you are and what you do and what you say? And it's like, I think it's known as cognitive dissonance, right? Like I'm trying to convince myself I'm someone that I don't actually believe I am. And I hear people where it's like, okay, so like you ask a straightforward question like, what time do you want to get there? Or, well, what are you doing to take care of yourself? And it goes on into this like story about all these things that they're doing and saying. And the imagination just starts running with like justification and reasons and delusions, even sometimes about uh, how good I am or how hard I try or la 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 la. Something else that's going to make them look really good while you can just be like, while you're just sitting there and going, how come you're not answering the fucking question? Like, what are you doing specifically? Or what happened over here? Or what time do you want to get there? Or what day is it? And it's like you go back and forth, either in conversation or emails. And I don't know what planet people are on or like what they're fucking smoking, but it's like this out of touch feeling. It's like they're in the middle of doing a million things and you can feel it. And you want to just be like, stop, and be here. But it's almost as if they were to stop and be here, they'd actually find out that they're not who they think they are. Or what they would be looking at were they to sit and be in their body right now would be something not good, not pretty. And as a person who's chased personal, emotional, and spiritual development, I'll tell you, sometimes I sit with myself and I don't like what I see at all. It's not pretty, it's not healthy. I think ugly things. I get dark. I don't like myself all the time. But underneath that is a foundation of I am steeped in the virtue of being myself. I am steeped in this idea that I am living an honest, upright life of purpose and service. And so even if I stray off the path or fall off the beam, I know that underlying my day to day experiences of negativity and being human, there is this strong purpose. There is this great knowledge that I am who I am. And all I really want to be is more of who I am. And it just takes like a lot of, this idea of virtue in and of itself just like takes a lot of uncovering and a lot of like looking at this and thinking about that. And what I'm just trying to say here is that, as I'm listening to people and trying to help them, there's so much smoke and mirrors. There's so much fog. There's so much stuff. And I think there's like a lot of drinking and drugging going on. There's like a lot, like people are just like I could feel it. It's like they're not here. And and I understand that's a byproduct of the past couple of years and all the stuff that went on that was really heavy. And I also recognize that life is lived one day at a time. And we have to move through the days at a time, not as if we're like rehashing yesterday or worrying about tomorrow, but really living for now. Because I can't be present or even virtuous or purposeful or healthy without being present to my experience right here, right now. And that's really hard because you know why? I think it takes a lot of courage. It takes a lot. It takes a lot. Ugh. It takes a lot to really look in the mirror and be like, ha, I hate your ass right now. And it really feels awful. But let me tell you something. I learned a long time ago not to believe everything I think. Every feeling coursing through my body is not real just because I feel it. Everything I think in my head isn't the truth just because I thought it. And virtue comes from, for me, attachment to a greater power, a greater knowledge, a greater being, a greater sense, nature, things going on, metaphysics, laws, things going on in the universe that I have no business questioning. And that if I just take care of what's in front of me to be done, I'm going to be all right. And the universe and the rest of the people in it and on it are going to take care of themselves, right? So that's for me, for real. That's real talk about virtue today. Virtue is minding my own business. Virtue is being who I am. And virtue is being present. And I think that if I try for those three things, that's hard enough. That's enough to do for a day. Maybe tomorrow there'll be something more. Have a good one. Thanks for hanging out.